Good day to you and welcome to another Paddocks Club video tutorial. It's the middle of winter. We're having regular load shedding, so I thought I'd talk a bit about generators. Let me start by looking at sectional title schemes that comprise high-rise buildings because they are certainly encountering unexpected problems. I recently had to deal with a matter in which 9 levels of residential units above ground were served by a lift which also gave access to 3 stories of parking underground. Now the problem here is obvious. When there's no power, the lifts don't work. There are no lights in the emergency stairwells, so getting to and from the higher stories and down to the parking is a real problem. In the particular scheme I was looking at, many of the occupiers were elderly, so this was a real problem, and the suggested solution was the purchase and operation of an emergency generator, which, as you can imagine, is a considerable expense and almost always gives rise to an argument as to whether the proposed expenditure is luxurious or non-luxurious for the purposes of Prescribed Management Rule 33. In this particular instance, there were also people suffering from fairly major health challenges, and the result is that they became worried that they wouldn't be able to be evacuated if there were extended load shedding and they had problems. But apart from lifts, lights and power for stoves, heaters and other modern conveniences, some may consider these things necessities. Others say, well, if we can do without them, especially if it's only for an hour and a half or 2. But there's also the sophisticated alarm and intruder protection devices, such as electric fences and remote gate access devices that are a feature of all gated villages and most urban sectional title schemes. When there's no power, these just don't work, and apart from generators, I understand that there's special equipment such as surge protection devices that are required to deal with the effect of the outages. Of course, every scheme is different, and in some schemes owners couldn't afford generators. But everything we hear from the government and Eskom suggests that power outages will be with us in both the short and even the medium term. So what do you think? Do you agree that for schemes that have sophisticated electrical systems, a generator would be useful and that it might therefore be argued to be non-luxurious and could be acquired in accordance with the provisions of Prescribed Management Rule 33.2? Have you found it necessary to acquire a generator or other similar devices for the schemes you're involved in? Let me know what you think by clicking below and having your say in the discussion forum created for this issue. Thank you for joining me.